is the walk-off against Lebanon. Lebanon trying to change formations on Oakland to get the matchup they want.
So now the Blue Devils, they will decline the penalty and take the down, and it will be 3rd down and 9 now for the Blue. Now they put Beasley back and back to throw. Lanning running for his life, being chased, fires, caught. Ross has got it knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line, but a flag is down. He's near 1st down yardage, and we may have had a lineman downfield illegally.
Eagle Eye Terry Stafford, it looked like a couple of linemen. That's what you called. We had Marshall, and it looked like perhaps Miller beyond the line of scrimmage as Lanning released the football. John, that play didn't go well from the get-go. We had a couple of guys beyond the line of scrimmage.
You're right, Tommy. We had, instead of illegal man down the field, it ought to be illegal men, because we had, I think, a half a dozen down there. And I think originally the play was designed maybe to dump it back off on the other side to Tony, going down the left side of the field, and Lanning never had a chance to throw it back across the green. But he did make a good pass to Ross, but we had too many men downfield.
Well, it would have been good enough, I think, for the 1st down, or awfully close anyway. Now, after the penalty, it's going to bring up 3rd down at about 18 or 19. 3rd and 19.
And there was a time earlier in the season when I said there were no good calls on 3rd and 19. I remember it was at Beach, and I'm not going to say that again. They may pull a rabbit out of their hat right here.
Chase Lanning split left. Chad Lanning at the controls underneath. Man in motion is McCarver now coming to the near side. Lanning draw play, and here's Ross. Had a little room, and then they close it in a hurry. Ross slips over the 30 to the 31 to the 32-yard line and is knocked down there on a delayed draw to Ross. Almost worked. Oakland had one man that had to make a tackle, or Ross had big yardage, but he made the stop.
Michael Thomas goes into punt formation for the Blue Devils, and the multi-talented Wardell Ossoff goes to return for the Patriots. No wind on the field.
Old Glory draped straight down the pole. Lebanon shifting into that punt formation. Thomas to kick. Good snap. Plenty of time. Long drive and kick to Ossoff. Ossoff coming to the near side, gets a couple of blocks, cuts up the middle over the 30, out over the 35, 36, 37, all the way out to the 38-yard line, and Oakland will take it over on their own 38. So after each has a possession, each will pick up 1 first down, then have to punt. Now Oakland gets their second crack at it with 6:07 remaining in quarter one.
Terry Stafford, what about it?
Tommy Thomas's kick good for 40 yards. Ossoff returns it 10 yards, so Oakland will start at their own 38-yard line.
Outstanding kick by Michael Thomas.
They send Colby Wright wide to the right, and now they put Desmond Rhodes in the slot, and Ossoff rolls to his right, wants to throw. Fires long and out of bounds across the way. Pretty good coverage on Rhodes. They put him in motion, and then he stops in the slot, and then they send him out. But Maurice Dobson with pretty good coverage over there for the Blue Devils, and the pass was out of bounds and wide, no chance for a reception. 2nd down, 10.
Ossoff on the season has only attempted 65 passes through 7 games. He's completed 47% of those. They like to throw when they want to throw, not when you make them throw.
Now they go with a double wide out set. Draw play up the middle, and here is Ogletree. And Ogletree blasts over the 40, 41, out to the 42-yard line. Lebanon played that pretty well. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 now as Ogletree. They tried to spring him up the middle, but the Blue Devils closed the hole in a hurry.
Brett Tott, T-O-T-T, a big tackle for the Patriots, was right in the middle of that pile, and he kind of peeled back to make a block and wound up getting in Ogletree's way and getting that play stopped.
T. Thompson, the wide out, split to the near side. Lone wide out now. And also down the line on the option. Going to turn it. Pitch to Ogletree. He's at the 45 to the 50. And run out of bounds at the 44 or the 47-yard line of Lebanon. They played that well, and also almost threw that pitch high. But it was hauled in by Ogletree, who can turn on the steam.
The pitch was kind of high. They tell you to make the pitch right at their mouth, and that was almost over his head. It started out like a quarterback sweep, and the quarterback made the good pitch.
Oakland now 2 wide outs out. Alsop, draw play, Ogletree up the middle, over the 40, over the 45, down over the 40, by the length of the football, and he's got about 6-7 yards on the carry to bring up 2nd down and 3.
They ran that deep trap play to Ogletree. They pulled Tot at 6'6", 296 across the formation and let him kick on the tackle, Jonathan Forrest, and they found a seam right in the middle.
2nd down 3, inside the 11 and 40 by the length of the football. Alsop again to Ogletree. Ogletree hit at the line and dropped, no gain on the play. Lebanon all over that one. Bottom of the pile is Marshall coming up off the bottom of the pile. Also down there was Hackett and a couple of more blue shirts making the stop.
Lebanon defensively across the front. Schaefer, Forrest, Marshall, Bowles, and Kaysen. Linebackers are Hackett and Logue.
3rd and 4 for the Patriots. They go with a 2 wide out set now. Shotgun formation. Alsop, the quarterback, gets the snap, wants to throw. Looks. Quarterback draw. Alsop hit and dropped. Great play by number 55. Brad Bowles, the senior, got him on a dive-in tackle. He hit him just as he got back to the line of scrimmage. He gained less than a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th and a long 2 for Oakland.
Oakland sending in a play with T. Thompson. Out of the game goes Desmond Rhodes, so the Patriots apparently will go for it on 4th down.
Wide out to the short side of the field. Thompson is in the slot. Alsop underneath the center, evidently trying to pull the Blue Devils off with a long count. And that will be they wanted to pull the Blue Devils off. Lebanon held and didn't jump, and I think they'll send on the punting team now. After a 5-yard penalty, it will bring up 4th down and about 7. And guys, that was a good stand by the Lebanon defense after they got 7 on 1st down.
Outstanding job, particularly Brad Bowles staying at home on the scramble by Alsop.
Here is the punt. Left-footed kicker hangs it high into the air. McCarver will call for and make a fair catch at about the 12, 13-yard line. Far side of the field, and the Blue Devils now pinned way back and are going to really have to go to work to dig this one out of the hole.
Terry Stafford, there they go. They spot the football now. What about that kick by Colby Wright?
Tommy, very, very high kick. McCarver doing the smart thing, making the fair catch at the 13. That's a 31-yard punt. Lebanon starting at their own 13.
Blue Devils into their 1 wide out set, power I formation. Lannon toss sweep near side, swinging outside over the 50. Over the 10, back out over the 12, may have made the 14-yard line. Ross on the pitch. Didn't get a lot. Brought down by Mario Lyles, a 6'1", 189-pound senior for Oakland. At the 14-yard line, a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9 for the Blue Devils. Lebanon needs something good to happen right here to get out of the hole. McCarver is out, Lassiter is in. Lassiter in motion to the near side. Wants to throw. Looking. Chad Lannon looking. Fires. And he's got Lassiter behind everybody. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 39-yard line. Lassiter all the way to the 39-yard line of Oakland. Big.
Goal is 444. 2562 extension.
Terry Stafford, the numbers.
11-14 all the way into Oakland territory. Lassiter tackled at the 39. That's a 47-yard pickup, landing to Lassiter.
John Bryan, down to you quickly. It looked like Matt took off when he saw his quarterback in trouble.
He adjusted his route, Tommy. After you saw Landon was scrambling, he went on deep. The cornerbacks had to come up and guard the run, left him wide open.
Blue Devils with the 1st and 10 at the Oakland 39-yard line. Lannon toss sweep left side and trying to swing outside. Not going to make it. Not going to get back to the line of scrimmage is Ross. Antoine Ross
Oakland boys.
Going to lose about a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Blue Devils got the big play that time to get out of the hole. They're in Oakland territory, but now they'll be looking at a 2nd down and 11.
Field position so big early in the football game. Lebanon now has the opportunity, even though it's 2nd and long, to maybe do a little something with this shifting offense.
Chad Lannon hands to McCarver. Going to be hit and dropped for a loss. McCarver will lose another yard back to the 41-yard line. So the Blue Devils in 2 running plays. That looked like a little mix-up in the backfield as Chad Lannon and McCarver almost bumped back there.
They ran McCarver at what they call the A-back, who's the extra running back in that power I set, and they tried to run a little trap play back against the grain for Tony. Oakland came off of the block in negative yardage on the play. Out of the game, Stan Pack comes, and I believe that's Hackett in there at left tackle. Check it, David Marshall in there. Here comes one of those trick plays.
Lebanon now with 4 receivers out, and the whistle will blow it dead. What happened? Did Oakland call timeout?
Oakland did, Clyde.
Oakland called timeout.
35
seconds to play quarter 1. There is no score. We'll pause for 30 seconds and then be back here at Noakes Lassiter.
35 seconds to go in the first period, and let's recap here on that last play. Lebanon shifted to a formation where they had 5 receivers in the game and only 4 linemen. So let me give you the math on that. We still had 7 people on the line of scrimmage, which is your minimum. You've got to have 7 on the line of scrimmage. But lined up at the tackle spot was a young man, Antoine Ross. And Oakland got a little confused. We had Ross there as an eligible receiver, and Oakland took a timeout.
Lebanon now will go back into the power I set. Man in motion is McCarver coming to the near side. Back to throw. Lannon got a little time. Flips it out far side. Caught and dropped. What a hit Antoine Ross took right in the back when he went high to grab the pass down at the 33-yard line. It will not be enough for the first down, but it will bring up 4th. And now they say it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Evidently dropped it. I didn't see him drop it. Did you?
Well, it looked like it came loose when he hit the ground. Lebanon ran the motion to the near side toward us on the press box and then tried to slip Ross up the rail route on the far sideline. The pass hung just a little. If Chad is able to lay that thing out there, we might have really had a good play.
Well, they don't need to kick it to Alsop, that's for sure. Here is the snap. Plenty of time. Gets it out of there and kicks it long and deep, and it's going to go into the end zone, which is a smart thing to do with Alsop back there.
Well, Lebanon, if you can't kick it out of bounds, kick it in the end zone. And Terry, what about that kick?
Good kick by Thomas. It's 41 yards, goes into the end zone. Oakland going to start at their 20 with 19 seconds left in the first quarter.
And this will be the deepest that the Patriots have started tonight. They started at the 30 and then at about the 41, I believe, their first 2 drives. 19 seconds to play, quarter 1, no score. Oakland will send 2 wideouts to the near side, Thompson and I'll get that name before you in a minute. Ogletree coming to the near side, breaks the tackle, 25-30, 35-40, foot race, and Ogletree is going to be ridden out of bounds up at the 48-yard line. He was almost gone. A Blue Devil got a handful of jersey and pulled him out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
John, nothing tricky there. Toss sweep behind the twin receivers, and Ogletree did a good job coming off those blocks.
You're right, Tommy. He has explosive speed and got outside on our corner, and corner got blocked, and there he sprung for a big gainer.
1st and 10 for the Patriots at their own 48. Again, they go with that same formation. Awesome. Ogletree off tackle right side, a yard, maybe 2, punching it out near the 50. Not a lot of running room there. Blue Devils had that one jammed up pretty well.
Clyde, that's going to do it for the first period. Lebanon and Oakland, no score after 12 minutes of play. We'll be back with more Blue Devil football right here on FM 98.9 and Lebanon Cablevision 3 after you hear this. Lebanon has smashed Oakland tonight in the can